What is going on, everyone? Commodore last here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen Episode 9. Now, the episode is finally up on Crunchyroll, the place, of course, we watch all the episodes for Kaisen, Haikyuu, and most of the other anime that I will do reactions for and everything. But we're here today for the newest arc in the anime, an arc that manga readers know what we're about to experience. Animated for the first time is going to be some greatness. But for anime only, it's just to give you basically the spoiler-free version of what I mean by is that Curse Womb, the arc that we saw prior, the whole thing with, what happened, Yuji falling, all that, that's the arc that pulled me into the series and said, okay, I want to see what's going on with the long term after. The arc that we're about to see right now in the anime is what cemented me saying, I'm here for the long run. Like, I believe in the vision of Akutama Gege. We're here to see it to the end. And based on the way things are going, this will probably be the arc we'll see at least from now until like the very end of December, and then January kicking off, the second half of season 1. So I'm excited to see how this is all going to be done. Certain characters that have, one of them, of course, have a special place in my heart. The other one, I can't speak on because I'll be in trouble. But let's get ready. Maximize the screen. Get your players ready. Crunchyroll, of course. We are starting up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stato. Alright. 2, 3, gotcha. Alright. Okay, so they changed at least the scenery of where this was. But the art though right now it's hidden. Everyone hated me die. I'd push him without hesitation. Creating humans. My boy, bro. He just wants to go watch this movie. Like, have some damn consideration for the customer. Like, come on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. That's added, but that's a cool add-in. Oh, man. High schoolers shouldn't skip school to watch movies. Not that I can talk. This seriously sucks. I can't hear the movie at all. Well, I mean, that's what happens. You have all these, like, dorks, man. People like this, bro, like, I would have to drop kick them. Interrupting the films. It's crazy how, like, she's saying all this stuff, and yet the guys are, like, making those comments and stuff with their chests and stuff. It's wild. Like, very wild. Because you can clearly tell they have some kind of goal trying to get back at them and stuff, like... Yeah, but hitting it close to home, like, with the way that's being portrayed, like, it's really showcased, like, how disgusting these people are, like, in his eyes, You're not as cute as you think you are, Tsubasa-san. These three know that, too. The only reason they're fawning over you is because they think you'll let them bang you. Far more direct compared to the manga. They try to play as safe as possible. You just said it straight up, man. They're just trying to lay pipe. Yeah, for real though, I would have thrown like my drink at this guy, bro. Like, you can't be just doing stuff like that at the movie theater, bro. Like, wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, the trauma. You're seeing this for like the first time, you're like, what the hell is this? And just based on the reaction to a Junpei, it's like, bro, what is that? And clearly you just see right here, they've been like mutilated, transfigured. All because of this man. The monster himself, bro. That person just now. No, a person couldn't do this. And if they could, would they really be human? Oh man, I can't wait for certain dialogue with him. What if I am the one who did it? So now going back to the present time. You can let me. Were those three special to you? This music's so ominous too, though. Yeah, this is definitely crazier career how the manga did it, man. Like it really hits you, like the way that they're selling it off of how dark this moment was for Junpei, and just how that he's basically dealing with, like, you know, how people treated him. And then of course the thing he asked him, can I do that too? Like, because it just shows like his mindset is so like broken because of how many times he's been bullied by people, and now to seek the advice, the help of someone that is a clear damn threat based on what we saw prior to even that. You know, when Geto had met up with him and everything, you know, like this guy's gonna be trouble. He's evil. There's no goodness around him. But yeah, this arc, I'm telling you, man, if done right, I feel like even though like episode 7 really should have been the part that, like, you know, really pulls people into the series and be like, okay, like I see the vision. I feel like in terms of the storytelling, this is the arc that I feel is going to really do that for some people that really care about the story and wants to see more from these characters and see like the driving force behind what makes the series so good, you know? But this opening's so gas, though. Like, I could be wrong on this too, but I'm pretty sure now it's like the opening for this and the ending are like very high up now in terms of like the views and stuff, like in social media. Like they're like in terms of like all the other anime series with their openings, endings, not just from this year, but the last couple of years, it's like one of the highest ones, which just goes to show the popularity for the series. It's really grown. It's at a level that I was hoping it would be. And not to mention the fact that now we're like at 12 million sales right now from the manga. It's just only going to explode from here. Like we're getting like the small stuff right now technically, and it's still crazy. Small Fry and Reverse Retribution. Seems like the victim were high school students. Yeah. See, I like this direction where it is because it just keeps on opening with the whole dark vibe of what just transpired. One of them was just a kid too. I don't know the details either. But you saw those stiffs, didn't you? That's not something a person could do. Yeah, because there's no explanation for that. If you're not affiliated with the curses and stuff, from as a normal human, you're like, bro, like, how's that having drugs? And then here we go, present time. You see it. Look at him, dude. Ah, man. The duo. We typically see curses if it's perfectly natural too. When a curse technique is used, it leaves traces behind. That's what residuals are. Residuals are much fainter than cursed spirits. So focus your vision and look closely. And look at that, yeah, he's about to get it, yeah? Alright. A proper sorcerer can sense them before seeing them. So a long way to go. Hey, you're still a rookie, but couldn't you give me a little more praise or something? I don't praise or disparage anyone. I adhere to facts and judge on the basis. That's who I am. Enough about that. He's moderate effort. We're just not clicking. I'm not getting anything from him. I mean, that's just the vibe he gives off, man. I've called in a friend you can trust. Nanami Kento, the ex-salaryman Jujutsu sorcerer. He's like, I want nothing to do with you, man. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a first grade sorcerer, too. A lot of people wear sunglasses stuff to hide their eyes. That's all. Yeah, the most valuable thing he learned is that work is shit. Yeah, Max. Yeah, my man's spinning right now, bro. If both equally shit, I'll take the one I'm more suited to. That's the only reason I came back. Look at the two of them, though. He kills kind of dark. I mean, but is he lying, though? Like, he's kind of spinning right now. I do trust and have faith in him. What a dork. But I do not respect him. I hate the way the higher-ups do things, but I believe in rules and regulations. So, that's a key thing you should keep in mind with his character is I don't recognize you as a sorcerer either. Is that while he does believe in the same thing, like how Gosha does, he still feels that like rules and like all that kind of stuff, you still gotta have them in place. So lately I've been forced to realize how weak and useless I am. But I'll become strong. I have to be strong, or I won't be able to choose how I die. I beg you recognize me even without that advice. Just give me a little more time. That's gonna be used for memes. Frankly, I don't care, but come on, that's getting saved after this episode, man. There's only one young man aside from the victims. Then a cursed spirit was behind it. Most likely. Wait, I just realized that, bro. I thought that was Flippin' Ushijima from Haikyuu that they had there as a little stand thing with the volleyball. I was about to say, bro, that's a little Easter egg or something, but no, I have to double check that after. Oh god, you see the curses. Stop. So one thing I'll say about this series, which it does really well, is showing like not just like the designs, but the freaking sound effects. Like it's so eerie, man. Like it's like Resident Evil at times, like that and like Silent Hill. Like, you know, I am an adult and you are a child. Oh man, here we go. Have to prioritize your life over my own. And I'd rather you underestimate me than treat me like a kid. This whole ST. No! There it is! What's your favorite stuffed bread to spear from the convenience store? The accumulation of those little despairs is what makes a person an adult. Yo! Yeah. That'd be so gold, bro. This is only the baby steps of what we're seeing of him, like, at least here in the anime. Yeah, you know what? This is kind of crazy. I don't think in the manga it really depicted too much if it was Ranger in the scene, so I actually I like how they're doing this, though, to continue on with the atmosphere that is provided with this episode, and relatively with the arc. Straight to the point that Rachel, yeah, so his ability and stuff is there. We draw a line along target's length to cause a critical hit. That allows me to deal a fair amount of damage to those ranked higher than me. And if their curse energy is weak, I can cut them in two, even with a blunt blade. Are you listening, Itadori-kun? I ran the target. Home run. Is it okay to reveal something like that? Well, I mean, it's not the Hunter x Hunter narrator like Kyle Styles, so, but he can hold his own, so he's good. It feels like I should be listening. Well, it's a matter of doing both if you can pull it off, but like so. There we go. All them weak points. Yo! Wow, they kind of snapped with that. Okay. It's a straight. That's it. Oh, okay. That's dope. Cleans the blood off, just goes right onto the screen. Alright. Not only is the blade he used all wrapped up, but he used the back of it too to slice through that thing. Man. That just shows you how insane he is. If you can do that with the back of a blade to cut you, like, good lord. Degenerate. There we go. It's time, bro. Rock those fists. Bro, say the name. Say the name. Let me see the closest other looks and stuff. Very rare to see him with the hair and stuff the way it's all set up. Because it does remind of a certain look. The moment after your fist strikes, your cursed energy slams in. In other words, you're creating 2 impacts with every strike. Let's go! My man, say the name. Say the name. Yeah, I can say the name? Divergent Fist. There we go. That's so cool. Okay. Because I remember, like, in the actual, like, sequence when he actually made the attack, he says this, so they pull it back on that. Okay, but, yeah, look at this one. Bro, Divergent Fist goes crazy. If you know, you know. Alright? But it reaches 120% of an average sorcerer's power. Then the real blow of cursed energy flows in. It must be unimaginably pleasant for those struck by it. He has room to grow, too. If he can learn to imbue 100% of his cursed energy, 100% of his martial arts. Bro, look at his face. Now I see why that man brought him to me. Bro, the embodiment of rawness and swag. I mean, not everybody holds that, but pure rawness, though, like, that's Yuji, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Please listen calmly. They're human, yeah. Shoko looking absolutely beautiful in this shot here, though. Yeah, so basically just confirming there, those curses were actually humans turned into them and stuff. Like cursed spirits. You'll have to ask the culprit about their curse technique to explain that. Which you can kind of get an idea, though, who did it. It may be possible then to modify someone to be able to use curse energy. Curse energy is still a black box to us. Sum it up. These guys died of shock from having their bodies modified. You didn't kill them. So don't get the wrong idea about that. Yeah, I really like her saying that, though, because obviously in his mind you would think that if he had done something, it would have, like as he said, it would have weighed heavily on me. That's this thing has disgusting taste. He's saying on his behalf. I mean, because then this is a guy who values life so much, and the fact that, you know, his life is no longer his to be able to dictate anymore because the endpoint's already been built. Yeah. So now it's 11 a.m. at this point. Cursed spirits are a collection of the cursed energy emanated by humans, whether it actually exists or not. Challenge of fear makes it easy for a powerful curse to manifest. You mean like famous monsters and ghost stories? Mm-hmm. Toilet Bound Hanako. Oh, bro. Is that supposed to be the name of a series too? If I'm not mistaken, that's a manga series too, Toilet Bound Hanako-san. Potential operations make it feel as that's they're all focused on. But people constantly fear more than just those fairy tales, right? Like natural disasters. I love how stress-free talking to you is. The dark intentions, though. People have always feared the earth, the forests, and the oceans. because the curse energy directed towards those is far too big. They gained wisdom before they took shape and remained in hiding up until now. The individual's present. I'm proud to call them all friends. Ah, my lord. What kind of curse are you? A human one. I'm a curse that was born from the hatred and fear people hold in their gut towards others. His promo work is beautiful, dude. Like, Mahito's like the embodiment of evil, but that guy be spitting sometimes. To some extent. While I continue to investigate this matter, I'd like you to handle a different task. This is the boy who was at the theater, Yoshino Jinpei. Apparently he goes to the same high school as the victims. Based on surveillance footage and how he carried himself, I believe it was unlikely he could be a curse user. Or if he's related to the victims, that changes things. An evil Jujutsu sorcerer. I've entrusted the process to Ichiji-kun, so I'd like you to investigate Yoshino Jinpei. Why these faces? I'm the only one who knows you're still alive, so by necessity. Well, I mean, that's true, because you never know, too. The other higher-ups and stuff gotta find out if someone else linked to the school goes and just tells them after, right? So you already know the location of the culprit, don't you? Not just to some extent. Of course. If the culprit had wanted it, he could have left the scene without leaving any residuals. We're being lured in once again. Weighing the risk of storming alone, as long as the risk of taking Ithuriko with me, I simply chose the former. I was about to say something. Be careful. I'm not a teacher, so please don't call me sensei. Oh man, and that's what's born his nickname, bro. Not I mean, I slapped this shit out of him. Like, he doesn't attend school system. So now we're just seeing from Ichiji and Yuji as they're just telling him after the fact. Yeah, based on the way things are going, next week is gonna be where the crazy stuff like begins. These are so trollish stuff. Like, oh man, that's in the episode. Like, it went by quick. Even though it felt like, it was just basically the intro parts of this arc. It does go by really fast when you look back on the source material. But still, it was a good episode this week. Very tame, obviously, because you're just getting to understand exactly what the whole purpose of this arc is going to be about. The knowledge and seeing, too, of like, Nanami's abilities and all that, and like how his whole mindset works, and not to mention seeing now one of Yuji's first techniques in Divergent Fist, which is gonna have a prevalent role to think for things to come afterwards in the series. So it's cool to see now he's getting some of his actual moves set to his arsenal. But I just know these upcoming episodes are just gonna be absolutely wild. You know what I mean? Like these. He's literally up until the end of December, unless there's like a TV break in between and stuff. We're going to be getting some absolute crazy stuff. And if not on the level of crazy stuff, some people, at least some really great content. But no, I think based on the way the pacing is going to be, it's going to be like at least some gas moments every episode after. But Lost in Paradise just slaps. It's crazy, man. The opening and ending of the year, you just love to see it. All right, let's see what Jujutsu Stroll we got this time around. No thanks. Well, how full? You're just following him everywhere at this point, huh? To Nanami. No, you're sick in the head. Yo, I would cut him down from where he stands, bro. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Oh man, they might actually snap. Idle transfiguration. Yeah, I think Mappa just might go crazy. At least I know for a fact with the next episode, they're gonna snap of what's about to go down, because as you see with the preview, the two individuals going at it. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. But this is a good episode this week. Definitely one of the more tamer episodes in the series. But again, well, it's tame, and then it shifts gears into a more darker tone because of obviously what we're dealing with, of a kid that's being bullied and stuff, right? And how that he's pretty much now just say, you know what, I've dealt with the bullshit for as long as I could. If I can fight back, that'll be great. And now seeing this affiliation afterwards with Mahito, it really goes to show that this kid is hell bent on one day trying to get some kind of revenge. Maybe it doesn't seem as direct, like he's really like, it shows in his facials and stuff that he wants it, but like there's a deep dark desire that's inside of him. And having someone like Mahito, who is the embodiment of the curses, the malice that's born within humanity and stuff, it's gonna bring up some really good stuff in terms of content, but some really dark stuff to come after. And then seeing that, and then usually Divergent Fist, Naname's ability with the back end blade wrapped up and stuff. First time I seen that, I'm like, what is this? And the fact that he's able to do that with the whole weak points and all that, crazy. But the end, though, this episode, because it's teasing into the stuff we're about to get into for next week's gonna be crazy. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to the episode. Let me know how you guys feel about it, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't. What are you excited for the most coming off this episode to learn more about, whether it's with Mahito, whether it's with Junpei, with Nanamin, and all that. And let me know, manga readers, how'd you feel about the way the adaptation was for this? Because clearly it looks like they changed a little thing here and there in terms of the scenery or the direction for some stuff, but the way it was done, I think, was just perfect for the tone of the episode. But let me know again your thoughts on the comments on that. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already, because of course, every Friday we're here with the anime, every Sunday with the manga. So if you want to be a part of that, subscribe. Click on the bell, Shandori, set the day with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, episode 10, Idle Transfiguration. What we're about to get next week, man. Because MAPPA, at this point in time, I think they're just going to put all of their effort, the passion, all of that's going towards this series. And for good reason, because despite it being the early stages, just despite being season 1, I think they are hell-bent on making sure that this right here, Akutami Gege's up-and-coming masterpiece, that it succeeds as it should. So next week, we're in for continued greatness, as we should. So Commodore Lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going